What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Geralt of Rivia by McfarlaneToys. Starting off this video, guys, we're of course taking a look at the beautiful McFarlane packaging. And before we get started, I just want to say I am wanting to branch out for you guys, grab some different figures from different genres other than just Marvel and DC superheroes. We'll be getting back into Predator figures and some Godzilla figures that I picked up from Hiya Toys, but I figured we would start off with one of my all-time favorite video game characters, and we also picked up, with Geralt of Rivia from the video game, we picked up the Netflix TV show Geralt. So we'll definitely be checking out a review on him and comparing the two in the future. For now, let's just focus on this guy. We are of course taking a look at the McFarlane packaging, which right here with this one is the beautiful black, silver, and red background. Absolutely love how the red just pops. I love the open face window with this, a little bit more narrow than what we get with the DC Multiverse. Geralt of Rivia's name at the bottom, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt up top. Flipping over to the side, guys, is the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and CD Projekt Red at the bottom. Flipping over to the back, guys, here we have a beautiful figure image of Geralt standing there holding his steel sword and reaching for his silver sword, probably dealing with some henchmen and a big monster-like being. Just looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'll probably put him in this pose on my shelf. Flipping to the side, guys, we do of course see Geralt of Rivia wearing his Viper armor with teal dye, and I do kind of like this armor. This is an armor that I'll wear in the game from time to time, but let me know down in the comments which suit you would always wear during The Witcher 3. Here on the top is just a nice little cut marks into the box, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and rip Geralt of Rivia out of his packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is Geralt of Rivia fresh out of his packaging, and from my first-hand impressions on this figure, I do like what they were going for at McFarlaneToys, but I will say I am a little disappointed in it. It is a little bit stiff. There's not really much going on for articulation in his ab crunch, which is very disappointing. The figure definitely does look beautiful. I do want to preference that. It does look amazing and it is beautifully detailed, but I just wish we got a little bit more, especially if you're buying this figure in terms of playability. He doesn't come with any vials or potions. He doesn't come with any blasting effects for, I'm blanking on the name of all of his mystical powers right now, but they're on the screen. But he just comes with nothing other than his swords. But his swords in this figure are beautifully detailed as well. The hilts were given a lot of love, and I just love how they do look exactly like they do in the games. They are phenomenal. And this is one of my favorite suits that you can get in The Witcher 3. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move him out of the spotlight, and we will take a closer look at the accessories that he did come with. When it comes to Geralt's accessories, guys, like I said, he doesn't really come with anything. He does, of course, come with a traditional McFarlane stand, which is just a little round circle base, but the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt logo is front and center. He does, of course, come with his steel sword, which I said is probably my favorite piece that he comes with. It is blurry for you guys. Let me fix that. The hilt is beautifully detailed in terms of the wraps going all the way around it and the twisted metal going as the handguard. I'm not really sure what parts of the swords are called, but I do know the blade. And right here, the blade is beautifully detailed as well in terms of its nice little, I believe that's called a bloodline or a blood groove that is front and center. But the rest of the figure is just a traditional blade. And it is a hard plastic, so I would be very careful not to snap it or try to bend it. You don't have to worry about it warping because it will snap before it does that. And then, of course, he comes with his silver sword. I love that the guard kind of points down and it's got the twisted handle as well, but the handle on this figure is also sculpted in the exact same way that this is, just except for that middle piece, but they are narrow at the bottom and then wider at the top. But that definitely hurts the figure in terms of him gripping onto it, because me myself, I had to heat up his hands because they are super hard plastic, very, very thick. So you can't really do anything with it, but really just hope and pray you don't snap it as you squeeze this in there, and then they just kind of sit. You can't really get it past the fat part unless you keep it really hot, so that way you can force the plastic to bend. But then you get this. He just kind of jiggles it around in his hand, and it doesn't really stay sturdy. So that definitely is extremely disappointing. With all that said, though, guys, that is all he comes with in terms of accessories. So let's take a closer look at the detail. When it comes to the details, guys, I do love that he is super detailed and he does look amazing. Starting off with the head sculpt, he does have his beautiful scar showcased and his piercing bright yellow eyes he's always rocking with. So McFarlane did do a beautiful job in capturing that. The suit itself is beautifully detailed as well. I love the chainmail look and also the strap going across him with his Witcher necklace around him as well. His Witcher medallion, I should say. Looking at the midsection, guys, not really much going on in terms of the articulation, and we'll definitely take a look at that next. But he also comes with his little hook blade here. It is a soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about this snapping off of his belt or anything, but it will warp over time, and it is partially warped coming out of the package. It doesn't line up like it should, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but I was able to pick this guy up at my local Walmart for basically next to nothing. He was only $9. So going down here now, guys, looking at the legs are also beautifully detailed in terms of his long johns that he's got going on. His knee pads as well look beautifully sculpted with the stitch marks going down them. And then the boots is kind of where it becomes lackluster because they're the same color teal as the rest of the suit, but there's really just like, I guess, the cracked leather look, but that's about it. It doesn't really showcase anything phenomenal, and he definitely suffers from the old McFarlane fat ball joints that he used to rock with, so it is just kind of disappointing overall. And then flipping over to the back, guys, the sheaths for the swords do look amazing. They are probably the best part about this figure, and they do just simply plug into the back, and there's just a massive gaping hole in his back there. But the sheaths do come off so you can have him just, you know, relaxing after a long day of monster hunting. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and take a closer look at his size, his articulation, and we'll jump into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall this figure stands, guys, to the top of Geralt's head, he stands about exactly 6 7/8. So we will just round him up to the standard McFarlane 7 inches. Take him off of his display stand here, and we'll take his swords off of his back. When it comes to articulation, guys, this is where this figure is lacking. Starting off with the head, guys, he can look down, basically not at all. And he cannot look up, being that his hair is a hard plastic as well. Maybe if we force it, I really don't want to break it, but I mean, what else am I working with here? So nothing really moving at the head. He is on a ball joint, so it does rotate all the way around, and he does get some head tilt in there. When it comes to his arms are blocked by this shoulder pad, but you can get them tucked up inside to go 90 degrees. They are on a bit of a butterfly joint, but nothing too useful. He has double hinged elbows, and he also has twistable hands, and they do hinge up and down as well. Going to his ab crunch, guys, he has literally next to nothing because it is that squishy plastic that I hate so much, that hinders so many figures that should be flexible but just simply are not because of this being in the way. He does have a crunchy waist swivel. His legs can go out about that far. They do kick forward, they do kick back, so you can still get him in some good kicking poses. Just don't expect to have his head kind of looking in where he's kicking because it's not really going to do so. He has double hinged knees and he is very stiff, so soak him in hot water. And as for his ankles, they do articulate down, they articulate up. He does have toe articulation, and he has the beautiful ankle pivot. Starting off with the size comparison, guys, here we have Geralt standing next to Henry Cavill's Superman. I just thought it would be fitting, and he is also a McFarlane, so we can definitely see if they will scale together, and he's a little bit shorter, but I feel like it could definitely work. Next up, guys, here we have Geralt standing next to the McfarlaneToys Predator, and I do feel like these two scale together beautifully, and this would be the fight of the century. And last but not least, guys, here we have him standing next to the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Deadpool, but we also wanted to throw in a brother from the Hemsworth family. And as you can see here, it really just depends on which Marvel Legend you're going for. If you get something from the MCU, you could say it works if you're okay with the proportions being slightly off from the arms and leg scale. So if you can overlook that, I feel like it could possibly work. Alrighty guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my final review on this Geralt of Rivia, I'm going to have to give him a solid 2 out of 10. Now, I really would want to give this guy more, being that Geralt is my boy. He is one of my all-time favorite video game characters, right behind the Batman Arkham series and then the God of War series. This guy is my number 3 in terms of video game characters. But in figure form, he is just lacking. And I wouldn't even count most of those articulated points for 22 points of articulation. I feel like that is a lie, because this guy is very tight, he's very clunky, and he kind of just gets in his own way. I do love the swords, but I really would have loved to get some of his mystical abilities as well, or even just some of the vials that he carries around with him, or something that references Yennefer. I don't know. That would be cool as well. I'd be fine with that. With all that said though, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We are back to posting as many videos as we can throughout the week, and my minimum is 2 a week for you guys to enjoy. Just a reminder, guys, about 90% of you guys is not subscribed to the channel, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, feel free to hit the subscribe button. You come in, you stop by, we have a good time, and I look forward to sharing this channel with you guys. Don't forget to put in the comments of what figure you would like to see next, or even figure series or wave, however you want to call it. I am more than happy to go pick those up so that way you guys can see if they're worth it. With all that said though, guys, I'm getting out of here, and I will see you in the next video. Later.